Not too bad. Just takes a while. And we're live back here. CMA Fest 2024 rolls on here inside the Music City Center. Fanfare X, it all goes down to, and it's been pretty cool to see all the fans line up outside too in the mornings with their T-shirts and all that good stuff too, and just come in, support their favorite artists here. Biggest week in Nashville, Tennessee. I call it the Super Bowl of country music here too as well, and we're just going to keep firing them off just like bullets hitting a target the entire time here on the Backstage Pass KKTC True Country 99.9 and our friends at HighTideCountry.net. A show favorite. We started back one of the OGs, I guess you could say. Paige King Johnson here to the show. What's going on?
It's good. I'm running off of coffee and adrenaline and all the things. So
God to bring me a Red Bull or anything, some energy drink that's out there too. No, it's all good.
I'm down on the job and he's ignoring you right now.
We'll get that too, because these things are just coming fast. And this is again CRS CMA Fest, the fastest weeks that you have here. So tell us what's going on. Obviously, special week this week. I mentioned the fans, giving back to them. You got a lot of stuff going on right now. I keep getting your email blast the entire week after week after week, and there's a lot of cool things going on too as well. What are you most excited about? And kind of just tell the fans what's going on.
Well, I've been telling people that 2024 is the year of new music, which I'm so grateful for. I put out an album in 2022 and was running that for a while. And so we just put out a new single a couple of weeks ago, and we definitely have more music coming. Wink, wink, nod, nod, all the things. And some cool video stuff that's going to be coming out later this year that kind of takes me back to my roots in North Carolina and being raised on a farm and all the things. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and touring for you guys, a lot of shows and things like that have been in the works, that are still in the works out there too, that people can go check out your social media and website and all that good stuff out there. Tell them about the shows, and just now it's exciting because the floodgates have opened. Artists are back on stages. They're joining tours. They're doing their own tours. This is a cool time to be a country music artist.
Oh, yeah, I know. I won't see my bed for 2 weeks at this point right now, but it's a blessing. I mean, when COVID hit, all of us were like, okay, well, will our jobs ever come back to normal? And now I'm back on the road 150 dates a year and getting to see a lot of new places. I have a goal of playing one new state every year, and this year I'm playing 5. So I'm excited though. It's every year it just keeps on growing. And it's just answered prayer after answered prayer, which is grateful.
Growing up too, I love it in the South too, because we're always raised on that. When I say great country, it's all good out there too. But the 90s country was very special to me. And you see so many ladies just come through and pave the way now too. But it's cool to see now this next women of country, and had one yesterday, Kylie Fry, who's on fire too as well. 10 number ones on Texas radio right now too. And she's a terrific songwriter. But looking at this wave too, Lainey getting inducted into the Opry tonight by Reba, and just so many, Megan Maroney and Ashley McBride, Carly Pierce, all those great ladies, Hannah Ellis. I mean, the names go on and on, Ashley Cook, and all these special things. How does that motivate you to continue just to grow further in your career as an artist?
Oh, so much. I mean, I know I wouldn't have my job if it weren't for the women in the 90s and the early 2000s that kind of paved the way for me. But, it is encouraging to see all these girls. And a lot of them, I kind of started out with in Nashville when I moved here over 9 years ago. And so it's seeing all of that kind of come together and watching things unfold for them. And, us girls, we pull each other up on the way up. So it's very encouraging for all of us.
No doubt too. Tell us a little bit about your writing style. I know about it too, because I know it's very authentic. It's got that storytelling feel to it too, because I've always loved listening to your music out there too. But for maybe fans who don't know the Paige King Johnson writing style, what you most look forward to when you create a song?
Well, country music, 3 chords and the truth, baby. So that's what it is. And I was raised on a farm in a small town. And so, I lived out every line of what country music is to me. And so it's all about love and your hometown and loss and everything in between, and your faith. And so I pull from everything that I know and just, try to write the truth and hope that it's something that other people can relate to. And obviously keeping it very traditional, very Western, all the things.
Well, speaking of traditional, we lost a legend, no doubt. Toby Keith. Hadn't talked too much about it at this because been so busy here too. But we can't forget about this, because one of the legends in the business who paved the way with 30+ number 1 hits, and was a dog out there. I mean, he worked the road. He used to have that Show Dog Records label too, and seen a lot of his friends and people there. But storytelling and music and things like that, and should have been a cowboy. And I love the ACM Awards when Aldine got out there and did that kind of a different ballad feel to that song too. What did he mean to you and the impact he made on your career?
Oh my gosh, I tell this story literally every single show I play, that I am a 90s kid and I grew up like singing Toby Keith, all the wrong words, most definitely, but singing Toby Keith in the backseat to my mom, who did not subscribe to having a Toby Keith concert. But that was my childhood. And so, every time, one of these losses comes, it really does hit close to home, because they were, these artists were the reason that I moved to Nashville and started pursuing music. And so it's tough, but it's great to see how much people embrace that and are, continuing to keep his legend alive, which is awesome.
want to get your opinion on this, how AI is impacting music right now too, because you look at what it's done now for Randy Travis, and I'm excited about this because never in my wildest dreams did I think he would be able something like this would be created to bring back a legend's voice. And I listened to that short EP he put out there 2-3 weeks ago, and I went, that sounded just like Randy Travis. So AI impacting music now. Now, I understand that's a special circumstance. I get it, and not a lot of people can use it. But this has been talked about on social media, and I've seen both pros and cons to it. But for Randy, this was a big win for him.
100%, absolutely. And people say, well, oh my gosh, it might take away your job as a songwriter. And the truth is, nothing can recreate the human experience and the words and the experiences that come from that. But yeah, I think in that sense, I mean, none of us thought that we would ever hear Randy Travis's voice again on something new. And so that was really, really cool and excited. I'm just a redneck from North Carolina, so I don't understand any of this stuff. So if they bring it to me, I'm like, sure, I'll try it, but I'll probably break it in the process. But yeah, great, awesome.
She's good there too, no doubt too. A lot of cool things, like I mentioned, going on this week, and giving back to the fans for this festival. And is a cool thing. I see Broadway last night too. First of all, do not remove your car when you're parked. Stay parked and walk the rest of the time too, because pay the $50 and walk the entire week. Just leave your car in one spot if you can, or at least know your time limits. But the cool thing is watching the fans go up and down Broadway, wear the merchandise, wear the T-shirts, and coming to see you guys on stages and meet and greets and things like that. That's got to be the most just reward feeling point the entire time.
Oh yeah, you said it's a Super Bowl, but it's also like the family reunion for all the all the country music lovers all over the place. And so yeah, it's really cool. And for an independent artist like myself, being able to be here and see people come up and they're like, I drove all the way from da da da, and I saw that you were on the schedule, so I came here just to see you. I'm like, that like like that's what makes it all worth it for us. And it kind of lifts your spirits and all the things. And so it is. And I get to see like artist friends that I don't get to see throughout the year. So it's cool.
I love it. So we continue good stuff there. Paige King Johnson, thanks for being with us here on the show, and looking forward to more great things coming your way for 2024.
Thank you. We'll see y'all, and keep tuned because he's got a lot of good people coming.
I'm trying to, trust me, it's there too. Again, thanks to everybody setting it up too as well. Brooke Lee coming up here in just a little bit too on the Backstage Pass, continuing coverage. CMA Fest 2024 rolls on here. HighTideCountry.net and their friends at KKTC. True Country 99.9. Stay tuned. A lot more coming up.